All right, welcome back to Bloomberg This Weekend, or BT Dubs. I'm Christina Ruffini with David Gura, who's not going to argue with me about how to say that
I'm still thinking about the $100 hot dog.
I think Lisa's about to tell us about the $100 hot dog, as well as other stories you might have missed this week. Lisa?
This is fast becoming an obsession.
Really? Are we starting with this, or are we starting with something else?
All right, I'm going to start in slow. We're going to build.
Okay.
We're going to get
We're going to build.
Okay? We're going to build the anticipation for the hot dog, okay?
It's high. Everyone can't wait.
I can't wait.
I really can't stop talking about it.
How about this?
Lisa, please speak so David doesn't anymore.
Preseason football, right?
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
Here we are.
All right, I'll check my phone. You two have a good
Everybody's
time.
already starting to talk about the preseason football. Okay, so Bloomberg Weekend has this story out. Sports fans stare down $2,000 streaming bill to follow
That is
favorites.
20 $100 hot dogs, by the way.
This is out of control, as David Gura just is. The reason why these pro leagues are just signing these deals with multiple services, right? Because you're sitting there trying to watch the game and you're like, where is it playing? Is it on Amazon Prime? Is it on this? Is it on Peacock? Is it on where am I going?
I didn't know how hard this was because we know I don't watch the sports ball, but when I did actually try to watch the World Cup, the only place I could find it on the 18 streaming services I get was like Univision through NBC. I watched it in Spanish.
You did?
You did.
Yeah, see? There you
Oh,
go.
qué bueno.
It was really hard to find. I can swear in Spanish, but I'm not going to. Keep going, Lisa.
Let me break down how the 2000 comes out, okay? So these are for people who, let's say you're from upstate New York, and you move to Florida, but you want to watch your New York teams,
Local
okay?
team.
Here's what you got to do. You have to pay $130 a year for MLB to watch Yankees, maybe, okay?
Yankees,
then you have to subscribe to ESPN Plus during hockey season to watch the Sabres. You have to subscribe to another 5 streaming services to make sure you get every Buffalo Bills game, because they're all on different streaming services. Out of control, I'm telling you.
Out of control.
I know we all hated cable, but like, can we just go back to cable? It really was a better deal.
And I have cable, and you still can't watch because some are like exclusive to these services. So
it's enough to make you go to a sports bar where you can watch it on TV no matter what. But no, it's true. And actually, so I have a son who's a Yankees fan. It's quite hard because games will be blocked out as well. You can't. You're local and you can't watch them.
Wait, really?
You have the blackout. Yes, some have blackout.
It's designed to infuriate.
It is.
Thank you. What else you got?
Are you guys a fan of cooking shows? I love cooking shows.
I really am.
I do. I love watching them. Okay, so guess who has one? U.S. Secretary of Health Human Services, RFK Jr. has one.
I did not know this.
He
Okay,
does
wait a
have
minute.
one.
The thing I like about cooking shows is it's not politics, Lisa.
That was a radical turn. Okay, he's got a show.
The Washington Post. So the show is on. It's on YouTube. The reviews are out. This one's from the Washington Post. RFK Jr.'s cooking show is a rich person's solution to a poor person's problem.
Interesting.
Okay, so the show is basically based on this premise that, yes, America's diet is horrible, right? So he has a special celebrity chef each time who goes along with him, and they want to, here it is, how to cook delicious, nutritious meals with real ingredients at affordable prices. So that's the premise of it.
Premise.
It is, but here's the problem that the Washington Post found is that in an episode, he goes through salmon cakes, right? How to make it, the arugula salad with it. And he says the recipe is going to work for about $4.91. The problem is that that's the price per serving.
You gotta grow your own arugula.
So if you want a little arugula, if you don't want to buy the whole container of mayonnaise, avocado mayonnaise, so it doesn't take that into consideration. They say it really comes out to like $73.46 a person. So that's what they're saying. Yeah, so it's a big difference if you think about it.
Also, like economies of scale when you're cooking for a family, like even as a single person who tries to cook, like sometimes it just doesn't save you that much money because you can't eat it fast enough, you can't make enough, and you have to buy a giant thing of arugula or a giant thing of olive oil. Like if you don't have that stuff in your house, it's really expensive.
Yeah.
Second show here by a cabinet secretary. Sean Duffy had that travel show with his family, but it's not out yet. Nobody knows where it is, so stay tuned. We'll give you an update on that.
I totally missed that. All right, we'll have to tune him out.
Mention that too.
Okay.
Okay, you want to get to the hot dog? Can we do it?
Boy, do I.
Let's do it. Wall Street Journal has it out. You got to see the pictures.
Okay.
The rise of the $100 hot dog.
Is that caviar?
If you're listening on radio, there is caviar on a hot dog. Okay, we have
a
the
rich man's
$100 golden glitzy. Okay,
the golden glitzy.
It has mascarpone, 30 grams of caviar, 24-karat edible gold flakes, and it's served on a fresh croissant bun. And yes, there is a hot dog included in that.
Remember that vodka that had gold flakes in it? Goldschlager.
Oh, that was a college favorite.
That's a throwback.
That was a classic.
As I continue to derail this segment, I'm just going to take us down that path. Where can I get these hot dogs, Lisa?
You can get this. Okay, so there's one at Breckenridge Ski Resort, right?
Out
You're used to the
west,
Tower of
Colorado.
Should have
Oysters.
gone while you were in Aspen.
Yeah.
Instead of the Tower of Oysters, you can get a tower of hot dogs for $60. Okay,
$60.
and instead of a foot long, how about a 2 foot long?
Oh, hello.
There you on a 19-inch bun.
All right.
We are going off the rails. It's $45 at Coors Field in Denver. Let's move on.
Why is it all in Colorado?
It's because that's where it's at.
Because my home state likes to eat things outside, and I don't know.
This is the most off the rails
there's
we've done. One
there's
more, Lisa. There's
I'm
always
not,
four.
Yes,
What's the
please move
fourth
on
story?
before I get fired. Thank you.
Let's hit it. Okay. So private colleges are admitting more students who didn't apply. This is in Bloomberg.
What?
This is actually interesting because I just know my daughter received a letter from a college she never applied for and said that she got an $18,000 scholarship to it. So this is happening. Here's the reason why. Okay, so the Common App, this is where parents kind of sign on and you can click and it makes applying to schools super easy. Okay. But they're now doing, they're participating in direct admission. And so what that means is that, kids can just start getting these admitted into these colleges that they never applied for. And so what it's doing, they're saying it's opening up to a more diverse crowd. It's helping because all these colleges are fighting to get students, to apply, and the private ones are closing down a lot. So it's just a way to kind of increase their enrollment. And students are saying it's opening up their eyes to the scholarships that are available.
That's how I ended up at TCU, is you take the PSAT in those colleges. It's not an offer, but they will try to recruit you. And I did get a letter from a school I'd never heard of and ended up going there because they gave me money. So it's kind of a cool thing. I like that.
It is. It is.
Right. I like that more than a $100 hot dog. At
Lisa,
the moment, I like it more than David Gura.
Lisa,
so thank you, Lisa.
Lisa with BTW.